Hey guys, Erica with the K here. Today's video is going to be on my super inexpensive gift ideas, or just pretty much a basic run through of where you can get really inexpensive gifts if you're on a tight budget like myself and my husband are. So for starters, if you like this tree behind me, we got this at the Dollar General for 20 bucks. No affiliation at all. I literally was on the website, found it, and was like, we have to get this tree because we saw one at Home Depot for $180. And we were gonna wait until after the season was over and then purchase the tree and then have it for next year. But then I saw it on the Dollar General and I was like, we need to get this tree. So it was 20 bucks. It's not lit. It doesn't have any lights on it. And it doesn't have any Christmas balls on it. We had to put all that on it. Sorry, my dogs are barking so much I can barely think. So if you have a lot of kids in your life, or if you have a lot of nieces and nephews, or even your own kids, and you know, toys can get super, super expensive. When it comes to clothes, they grow out of it really fast. So sometimes you kind of feel like, what's the point of spending all this money on something that they're just gonna grow out of really fast? So my advice is to go to the Dollar General or to a dollar store, and I would purchase kids' toys there. First of all, kids love stuff like that. They love like little gatzas and like little fun things. And they're gonna love it just as much as they're gonna love the really expensive gift that somebody else got them that they're only gonna play with when they open it and then never probably ever play with again. So it just helps to save some money here, especially if we have 13 kids we have to buy for. So that is how we financially get through the holidays. We don't have any kids of our own, but we have like 13 kids that we have to buy for. 6 of them are nieces and nephews. So it's just a lot. So that is what we do. Another thing that you can do if you feel like, I don't want to get them junky gifts, or if their parents have a college fund set up for them, put money into there and then just get them one small gift. So even if you put something like $25 in there for Christmas or their birthday or any other holiday, or even $10 or $20, it's not up to you to fund their college fund, but it's super nice if you can just add into that. And it's something that they will use in the future, and obviously over time it grows and grows and grows. Okay, so that's enough about kids. So now I want to talk about preteens. So if you have a lot of preteens in your life, or even teenagers, or even young adults, or people who are just into this sort of thing, you can get them subscription boxes. My sister-in-law and my brother always get me a 3-month subscription to Birchbox every year for Christmas, and I love it. That's where I get most of my samples that I do reviews on for you guys, and I just love the surprise of getting it. I believe it's $10 a month, and they do it for 3 months, so it's $30, and I think it's one of the best gifts. But I'm gonna leave a list of subscription boxes below that are pretty affordable. There's also a blog that I'm going to link. It is not my blog, but I will link it, and it has for gamers. So if you have like young guys in your life, or even older guys, or girls, I know girls love games too, and you just don't know what to get them, a subscription box would be really awesome, because you don't have to worry about like, oh, do they already have this? It's like, oh, well, it's gonna be completely random. Okay, another thing that I want to talk about is if you guys throughout the year use credit cards, you guys probably have racked up points with your cards. A lot of cards earn you cash back, like 1% or 2% or 3% on different categories and stuff like that. You can then shop on the back end. If you save these throughout the year, if you accumulate them through the year, you can then shop for things like gift cards or even merchandise or Amazon purchases. I personally like to use it for gift cards because I just think you get the most value. A lot of times they do deals where they'll give you 10% off. So in theory, you'll be earning 10% for free on a gift card if you use your points. So this is a great gift. A lot of people love getting gift cards. I know I love getting gift cards because sometimes I don't specifically know what I want, but I kind of have a general idea of where I want to shop. And since some of us are on a budget, it's nice to have a gift card, because if you have it specifically for a store, that is the only thing you can really use it for. So it's kind of like guilt-free shopping. So that's also a great example of an inexpensive thing. It really doesn't cost you anything if you're already using your credit card and you already have those points. It's really not costing you anything out of your regular budget. If throughout the year you get things like gift with purchase or you know, free samples and stuff like that, that is really cool to gift to people. You might not think it's cool because you don't want it, but as a person on the receiving end of that, that's something that I wouldn't have, or I couldn't get my hands on, or it's just something thoughtful to think of people throughout the year. So I think that it's totally fine to collect those gift with purchases and stuff like that throughout the year and then give it to somebody who would appreciate it. It's okay to be frugal and mindful of your own budget. If you're really good with DIYs and stuff like that, this is an awesome time to do unique handmade DIYs for people. I'm gonna link some videos down below of just some DIY gifts that I have given in the past. If you suck at DIYs, probably don't be giving gifts that are DIYs, because you know why. You know why. You know if you're not good at DIYs that you shouldn't be giving that. So just skip over that one. I personally don't think that there is anything wrong with regifting something. If you're not going to use it, what is the point of keeping it? The person gave it to you because they thought it was going to bring you happiness. If it doesn't bring you happiness, give it to somebody who will bring happiness to. So regifting is definitely a great option, especially if it's from the year prior and somebody gave you something and you don't want it, or maybe you love it but you already have it so you don't need more than one. There's nothing wrong with regifting that for somebody who you think will like it. Okay, another thing that I want to talk about is if you have friends that are in direct sales companies or MLM companies, and they're in your face and they're always telling you, oh, buy this, buy that, buy this, and you never do it throughout the year because the stuff is really freaking expensive. Believe me, I get it. If you guys have found me through my direct sales videos, you guys know that I do not sell it. I do not believe in direct sales, but there are people who are in direct sales, people that you love and you want to support. So this is a great time to go shopping through their direct sales companies to get gifts for people who you love. This may be very expensive, so what you can do is sort low to high on the website and then purchase things that are a little bit cheaper, and then you could give them to people who you know will appreciate it. It's just a really great option all around for you. If you were ever thinking about supporting them and you just didn't want to spend that money on yourself, you could give it as a gift for somebody else. On the same token as this, sometimes it's a little bit more expensive to shop local than it would be to jump on Amazon and get something really cheap from China. But if you have people who you know who are local business owners around you, and just friends and family who own local businesses, this would be a great opportunity for you to support your local business, support your friends and their local businesses, and buy a thing or two from them as gifts for other people. Trust me, once you start thinking gifts for other people, your mind will start going and you'll be able to quickly be like, oh, so-and-so would like this, or so-and-so would like that. So this is like maybe a little bit higher of a ticket item, but it will be appreciated all around. Okay, so now back to things that are a little bit less expensive. These are gonna be linked with my Amazon affiliate link. If you click on these things and you shop the website, my channel will be supported. So I do appreciate that in advance. No obligation. You could just do a Google search on your own. You don't have to do this through me. But these are some things that I found on Amazon that I just thought were super, super cute to give. So the first thing is adult coloring books. I think that those are so funny. I think they're so cute. How often do we get to just sit down and just let our brains relax? So this kind of gives us an excuse to do that, especially if you know somebody who is creative or who likes to color and draw. This is a great option. You could also pair it with some colored pencils that you can get on Amazon, or some markers or crayons, and make it like a cute little basket. I love those socks that say, if you could read this, bring me wine, or if you could read this, bring me chocolate or a beer. I think those socks are adorable. I'm a huge cozy person. I like to be cozy during the winter, so anybody who gets me socks or pajamas, I love stuff like that. One that I saw was like kind of more unique than the beer and the chocolate and the wine was bring me tacos. I just think that's so funny. I think it's so cute. Floral scented hand soaps, but they come in a chocolate box. So instead of giving somebody chocolate, like a box of chocolate, you can go to somebody's house and like bring something. You can bring a box of chocolate, but it's also cool to just have like a little cute gift of something kind of unique, and their hand soap. So I think that that's a super cute idea for somebody who you don't really know what to get, or maybe they're hosting a holiday. That would be a cute, thoughtful gift to give. Sorry, my camera literally just died smack in the middle of filming. So let's get back into this. This year, what we tried to do is, instead of giving gifts to people, we wanted to kind of create events and memories and just partake in stuff like that. So just kind of create experiences. That's the word I was looking for. But having said that, that can get very, very pricey, especially when you're going to just say a Broadway show and you have to buy tickets for that person and yourself and your husband or your spouse or whoever. It just can get very pricey. So I did see online, which I thought was really cool. It was 50 states and 5,000 ideas. So I just think that book would be super cool to give to somebody, and maybe make it a goal. Like, hey, in 2019, let's start doing some of these things, and just, even if they're free, even finding free things to do, it doesn't have to be an experience that costs $1 bajillion. You don't have to, go to a Broadway show. You don't have to go to dinner. You don't have to do these expensive, elaborate things. Sometimes just making experiences is just about getting together with the people that you love. So I thought that book would be really, really, really cool to give as a gift to somebody, and then just be like, hey, let's make this a bucket list. Let's start doing these things. Another thing that I saw on Amazon that I thought was so awesome was an essential oil diffuser thing, but it was a watch. They also had a necklace, but I thought that would be a little bit too much with the nose. Like, that might smell really bad. But they had a watch. So pretty much it's like you have a perfume on you at all times, and it just kind of like lets that scent kind of come out all the time throughout the course of the day. I thought that that was really, really cool. It has different pads that you could change it out with. Just my overall tips are, don't feel bad if you have to cut back on the budget for Christmas, because that is life. And maybe sit down and say, hey, let's do a Kris Kringle with everybody and we just get one gift instead of, you know, having to get all these gifts. Or hey, let's just get the kids this year, or let's just do experiences, or let's just, it's okay to say these things. It's okay to feel that way. You don't have to keep up with everybody else and what everybody else wants. If people want to spoil themselves with stuff like that, you don't have to then spoil them too with that. So thank you so much for your love and support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Until next time, work hard, dream big, eat cake. Bye guys.